ask, well, what's your program, Liz? It's connecting you with people such as this here on the panel and their expertise. But the messaging is all clear. People, expect this of you as a builder. They do. I'm going to stand up for a minute if that's all right, because my back hurts. They expect this. Women as home buyers, we make those choices about those bedrooms and those lightings. And, I have to share a quick story. Bruce Wise in the room, my boss, he came from many years successful with Kohler. And moving in and rebuilding a whole basement, he's got a hell of a bathroom, right? But he wished that builder, and this was before he came on with Hunter Douglas, had told him to run low voltage to the window. I'm holding about $1 worth of parts here that creates about a $27,000 profit for you, right? We do have battery options and things like that, but it's just they expected the luxury, especially a custom builder, to say, hey, in this room, what do you need your window, your lighting to do for you? So for those of you that didn't raise your hand, you're just curious, how do I even present that? They're not going to have the budget for it. You cannot presume that, right? Because they're going to be a little bit upset. And I'm going to tell you, there's one thing I will bet on is after you close that home, they're going to someone like Mike mentioned, they're walking in and they're buying them from somebody, so it might as well be through you, correct? And so we want to take the window attachment, what we cover and provide to your home buyer. It needs to be a standard. It needs to be as important as a high elongated toilet in my example, right? So anyways, I'm going to move through this very quickly for the sake of time. But of course, I'm here today and tomorrow, so I do look forward to visiting with each of you. And thank you. I hope lunch was good, delicious, but beautiful homes that we look at. This home here, the home buyer closes this home, they walk in and they say, I am literally living in a fishbowl. They did not offer me any window coverings. And I've stapled the beach towel and the sheets on the master bedroom because when you're done moving in, you're sweaty, you want to take that shower. Another example of a beautiful home. Let's not do this. This is not your home buyer, correct? You're better than that, right? You are a step above the next guy in your market. So making window coverings as a standard, whether you want a simple solution or something more elevated that we showed you, we can cover that. And this is what we want them to walk into. Wouldn't you agree? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks, guys. Uh-huh. So why and the how, right? We know we have tall glass walls. They are out of reach. Those should be hardwired for power, correct? All right. We know that we have, in this case, we have horizontal on the right picture. You've got a horizontal roller shade coming down paired with the same fabric in a traversing vertical skyline. So we have solutions. These are some of the whys, the design intent to the entire home. So just kind of getting right into it, right? We stole Scott Stevenson from Control4, brought him in, right? We knew we had to have a better hardwired solution that connected with people such as Mike's group as well. So batteries, the refillable, we still make it. If you want to spend money at Costco, that home buyer, they don't want to do that anymore. So we did bring out the rechargeable solution if they do want a battery power solution. But where you are at in this audience, you guys should be running at the minimum low voltage, 2-stranded wire that we supply, the barrel connector, the large DC power supply, and everything for your integrator, your installer, our distributor that supports you to take care of all that for you. So just a few bullet points, because the builders tend to always ask me, how many shades per box? 16, Home run to each location is required, but I do have a home run chart. And that fourth bullet point, this is a picture of our newer system called PowerView Plus, where we actually now do a wired for both power and communication. So we're actually promoting the 4-conductor control cable is best for future-proofing the home, but a 2-conductor is sufficient as well. Again, I do have that on display if you want to check that out. And my favorite, the electrician, Liz, just tell me where you want me to drop it in the window, right? So this is just a quick illustration. I can send this to you electronically. and make sure that who you're sourcing for Hunter Douglas can supply you with these documents to make sure the project goes well, right? Right, Brad? We talked about that. All right, super simple, right? You've heard in the session yesterday, do people want a bunch of apps? No. So of course, we are going to integrate, and I'll show you that here in a minute, with many of our partners. But everything starts with the homeowner really controlling how they want to set up their schedules, we call it now, how they want to live. Do they want to give access to the babysitter, the mother-in-law that comes certain times of the year? So the remote control is nice to have one or two throughout the home, but it's really not desired for every window, every room anymore like it used to be. Tara can tell you that. And then aesthetically, sometimes the scenes that are held within an app to automate, they might want to activate that scene by the name that the home buyer gave it in like a switch control for aesthetics. So when it comes to all the accessories, we've got you covered. And our latest generation, Tara mentioned it, is our new Gen 3. We're like Apple, right? The next base thing. We are now using direct from the shades to the app Bluetooth, and it's doing extremely well. And if you have a small customer that just says, I'm just going to do it in this one room and I just want the basics, that's a great way to start. But we also have a little guy right here in my hand. This is where the magic happens, and this is called a gateway. It's all that's required if these shades want to do remote connect. You mentioned it, Tara, you're in Hawaii, and you want to, someone's coming over, you want to make sure you close your shades, you can remote connect. It also is how the gateway, or I call it the brain of the system, talks to our third-party companies, such as Josh AI, you mentioned that one, right? And very important, and I'll get to a few of those here in a second. Larger jobs, over, I think, 16 or to 30 shades, you might have a home, the size, or upstairs, downstairs, or basement, depending where the rooms are located and the shades. You might need 2 of those. It's very common. And then if you kind of look at a network all together and how it all connects and talks, it's just really nice having that communication over hardwired when you need it through the Ethernet port. And then some shades in the home might just be direct to Bluetooth or a little bit of combination of each. Again, didn't want to give you a whole download of specs, and I only got a minute left here. But we got you covered. So for the do-it-yourselfers, hey Google, it's movie time. We've got that. Our third-party integration partners, here's just a few of them. The most recent one was Brilliant. I brought Scott in the room today with Brilliant. We just brought them on more recently again, just to appeal and attract, to make sure we can attract all of your home buyers, right? You all buy in different markets, different budgets, and we just want to make sure that we're connected with partners that meet the needs of all. And of course, we're still working through some software with alarm.com, but yeah, we got some great things cooking.
And Liz and integrators.
Do I need to stop?
Okay. Builders can make money on the window covering controls category.
Oh,
correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
So does it upset interior designers, or how do we negotiate through all of that?
No, and I'll just tell you from a vendor perspective, I hate saying that word vendor, but my job, we don't sell directly to you guys here in the room, but you don't want us to sell directly to you, right? You want to leave it to the experts. We partner them with we call them a dealer, a supplier, and depending on what your need is, do you need a dealer that can do the final measure? They can design, pick fabric. They can then order it from Hunter Douglas. They can install it, and can they also integrate it? That's 5 different people sometimes they have to work with. Well, I got people that'll do all that with one supplier, right? And that's really what you want. Yeah. So let them take that hassle, but that pricing to you, that profitability is still kept whole and solid. So absolutely. Safety and security wasn't talked about a whole lot, but I'm going to tell you, do you know the #1 reason women will go ahead and add that to their budget, to the design of the home? It is safety, you guys. It's safety. And you can't tell me, if we go back to that fishbowl picture, that that's a safe home at night, right? So really, we know comfort, wellness, and our motto is to help your home buyer live beautifully in an energy efficient and connected space. That should be your tagline for everything. So security is a big one. And I'm just going to leave you because I love videos, but I want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed lunch and take a look at this video, and then make sure you come see me today, okay? All right, cue the video.
Imagine a life of enhanced comfort and style. Innovative product designs pair with gorgeous fabrics and control systems so advanced, shades can be scheduled to automatically adjust throughout the day. Beauty, convenience, and energy efficiency. Morning, noon, and night.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you to our panel. Thank you to Hunter Douglas. Booth number 309.
Thank you, guys.